Hello, darlings, and welcome to Digimon Ghost Game. This is the podcast where we are wondering, ooh boy, now I'm really just challenging myself to make up a fucking riddle on the spot, and my mind has gone completely blank. Holy shit.
I only know the Tolkien ones, I'm so sorry.
You can cut this.
No, I'm not going to. I fucking gotta give our audience the authentic experience of of me doing the intros. I don't know why.
I'm trying to help, but the only ones I can come up with are like super Dutch riddles that require the Dutch word.
This is the podcast where we're wondering, what can you see part of sometimes, all of a few times, and none of most times, and also werewolves fucking love it.
Oh my god. I genuinely didn't know until the last bit.
That's right, it's the moon. You don't get turned into Minecraft this day.
Hell yeah, I love not being turned into Minecraft.
I'm Morg. My pronouns are they, he. And what you must do to pass us Riddles 3 is give us some coins and maybe... I don't know where I was going with that. I just wanted to do a funny little goblin riddle voice.
I'm Emery. My pronouns are they, she, he, and I also wanted to do a goblin voice now that you mention it.
Oh no. I don't know if I can. Oh, okay. Let me dig deep into myself. No, I can't do it. I can't, I'm sorry. My pronouns are they, she, he. And I'm stuck with this voice for the rest of my life, I guess. And I was proud of myself for knowing the answer or not to all the riddles in this episode, even though they were very, very easy.
I didn't know them. I was also like...
Yeah. I feel like a lot of them were, like, worded very vaguely and ambiguously. I feel like if I were turned into a stone block in this episode, I would, be mid-complaint about, like, hey, it seems like the you could have phrased that better. I don't know. Can we really not see darkness when it's right in front of us? I mean, our eyes detect the absence of light. That's kind of what seeing is. I don't know.
When I was... like 14, I think, I was good at math. That was the last year I was good at math. And my math teacher would just give me riddles to do during class. Like if you did all your assignment, the last couple of pages were riddles. So maybe I just remembered these because they were very basic.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably part of it. But also, like, I think it's fair that most people, like, in this episode didn't get it because they did not understand that they were being asked a question and what would happen if they failed to answer it, until it was too late.
They didn't understand the assignment. This is like being stopped in the middle of the street by some kind of influencer TikToker and they're asking you questions and before you know it, you're called racist online.
Oh no.
Oh no. But yeah,
it didn't happen to me, but that's how those things go, right? You panic, you answer, and then before you know it, your life is ruined.
Right.
If the answer to Ancient Sphinxmon's riddle was somehow, oh, holy shit, a big monster, then everyone would have gotten it first try.
What is the most loved creature in the Digimon Discord server?
Not a sphinx, though, just a monster in general.
Just a monster. We don't discriminate.
No. But yeah, this is the funny Sphinx asking you questions episode.
Goddamn, speaking of monsters that we love, I just realized if this was Nefertimon instead of Ancient Sphinxmon, then we would have had our third sexy cat girl episode. Now I'm like, oh, god damn it, we missed it.
Maybe they're saving it for like a super special occasion.
Yeah, maybe.
One of our birthdays. They definitely know one of our birthdays. And that day, we will get the third sexy cat lady.
There should be like a mega version of Nefertimon or whatever. Yeah,
There's a Nefertimon X, which is kind of just like a Nefertimon, but more. But that's not like an ultimate or mega evolution, though. That's just an X antibody, which is different. And we better change topics before I go into more Digimon lore.
Yeah, I don't.
Imagine going into Digimon lore.
On this Digimon podcast, we can't have that.
I don't fully understand the X antibodies thing, and that's okay. I don't need to.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You really don't need to. That's like the one part of Digimon lore where I'm just like, yeah, you really don't.
I know there's a weird CGI movie.
There sure is. It sure isn't good.
Sometimes the things that aren't good are the best.
It sure does have like Dukemon as a Jesus allegory.
We love it. More Digimon as Jesus allegories, please.
I'm actually not even sure if that's correct. I know that he just dies and comes back to life for no
Jesus did
really
that
well-explained reason.
Every time I read a reincarnation Chinese novel thing, I'm like, nice Christianity reference.
Nice Christian. Damn, love this Jesus reference.
Oh damn, y'all have read the Bible too?
Shit.
Right, because I've definitely read the Bible.
No one's read the Bible?
I imagine the Pope has read the Bible.
People read...
Has he, though?
So true.
Can he read? That's my first question.
If you don't want to read the Bible...
Can Pope read?
If you don't want to read the Bible, you should listen to Vacation Bible School.
Oh my god. There's always a podcast of it.
Of course there is. And they talk about, like... They're cool, because they talk about, like, the story behind it more than like the actual like religion. Like they touch on that stuff, but they're just like, this is a fucking weird story, and the Bible is weird and has weird shit in it, and and people do not go into this enough.
But I've been to Catholic school, and if I never have to sit through a Bible allegory again in my life, it'll be too soon. I'm
lucky in that I was like not really raised religiously, so
I wasn't even raised religiously. It's just schools are like that.
Schools be like, So how the fuck does this episode start?
This episode just like painting. Starts in a museum.
Yeah.
With Egyptian stuff. Oh, he's painting something.
He's painting like one of those like folding screens, and it looks very pretty.
It does.
He's doing like a whole like landscape in like a traditional Japanese style.
And he says, wow, that's a good day's work. And he goes home. Or at least he tries to go home, because some of his coworkers are pulling a prank on him, he thinks.
Yeah, someone put a bunch of crazy glue on the floor, and it makes his shoes get stuck, and he trips and falls out of his shoes, and he's like, haha, very funny, guys. I know how much you love shoe-related pranks. I know how much you love making me get my toes out on Instagram.
I know the museum is in shambles, and we need to pay the bills, but this isn't the answer.
Yeah, doing art will only pay the bills like so much, you gotta have a side hustle.
Yeah, selling feet pic. A voice says, I'm gonna tell you a riddle. It doesn't say that, it says riddle. It does not explain the rules, does not clarify anything, just gives a riddle. And doesn't appreciate the feed answer. So the dudes gets turned into stone, and it sounds very painful and horrifying.
Yeah, they like come out of you. Like you're not just magically turned into stone. You're like, you grow like stone pillars out of your body, and they like overcome you. It's kind of like crazy. It's like,
I had a bit of it feels like you're being turned inside out kind of moment with it.
Yeah. It's just, like, funny because, like, if they had just been, like, poof, turned into stone, it would have been like, I mean, this sucks, but, like,
yeah,
whatever.
This game was like, remember that we're technically sort of a horror show.
We're doing spooky shit for kids.
It's like nice Bible reference, huh? When the woman turns into stone. Bible stories.
I don't, because I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, but hell yeah, man.
I'm like, yeah, sure, that's probably in the Bible.
There's definitely someone that turns into a stone pillar, and everything that's crazy happened in the Bible.
I know someone turns into a pillar of salt. That's like...
Oh, yeah, is that not stone? No, that's not the same, is it?
It's like
I'm a bad Catholic.
No, but that's different. That's like someone turning back and they get turned into it. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
So, it cuts to, like, we see Ruli, like, talking to her friend about...
Yeah, so her friend is named Kaoru, and, you know, Kaoru's having a piano recital, so we...
Oh god, another piano Kaoru. This one's not an angel, though.
Yeah, we kind of get, you know, the information that, oh, these two used to take piano lessons together, but then Ruli quit taking lessons because, you know, and Goromon, like, asks her why later, and she was just like, yeah, I wasn't really into the recitals, but, you know, I still have fun doing it, and, you know, she's, like, playing piano, like, you know, while they're having this conversation, and then Goromon's like, yeah. Yeah, that's nice, too. You can enjoy your hobby however you want.
Yeah, I like that he's reading while she's playing.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It's probably one of his very exciting, dramatic fight fantasy novels.
Yeah.
He has good taste in books.
Yeah. Yeah, Ruli is just scoring all the scenes for him as he's reading.
Kyosho is gonna write him the anime, it'll be fine.
Yeah, and Goromon's like, oh shit, swords are out, play something exciting.
I like, it's kind of funny, they like spend a lot of time on Kaoru's, like, her shoes, because they're like, these are the shoes they find later, so we have to make sure we show them off. Because they're
pretty shoes.
They are pretty.
Yeah. We gotta establish the fancy recital shoes.
Yeah, and she, like...
They're plot important.
Yeah, they're plot important. She, like, accidentally wears them to, like, just a practice thing. But she walks home in them. But unfortunately, when she's walking home...
Doesn't know, like, isn't, you know, wasn't she just, like, leaving her lesson and, like, forgot to change out of, like, the recital shoes, and then, like, you know, when she sort of, like... Doesn't she, like, go back to change, like...
Oh, I thought it was
that's when she gets tripped? Yeah. I forget the exact order, but yeah.
Yeah.
They made this very complicated. A bit like a riddle.
Damn. Either way,
riddles.
She's walking home, and she gets fucked over by a Digimon. Who takes her shoes, makes her trip... asks her to say a riddle. She gets scared, so she doesn't answer, and she gets stonified.
The funny is this where we see the riddle asker for the first time, or no?
I think we've already seen the riddle asker.
Yeah, I thought we saw him already.
Right. But he always, like, appears from the shadows. He has very good dramatic timing. I can only imagine that he watched some movies for inspiration before he started doing this.
He do go to a movie theater later, so you know.
This is ancient Sphinxmon.
It's the ancient technique of appearing suddenly at the exact right time.
It's very interesting for me to see Ancient Sphinxmon, because Ancient Sphinxmon is not A Pokemon. What the fuck?
He's not a Pokemon.
He's not a Pokemon. I was right. Yeah.
Wait, holy shit, he's not? Wait, hold on. Oh, it says here we're watching Digimon?
Oh shit.
That was a Digimon.
What's a Digimon? Fuck, man, I don't know.
It's like a Pokemon, but sexy on purpose.
Oh, okay.
Pokemon are sexy on purpose, though. What am I saying?
Yeah, I was like, have you seen some of them?
Yeah.
Not even some of them. There's always someone out there who says, that's for me.
So true.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to see Ancient Sphinxmon, because the last time... you don't see him really, but, like, he's technically what gives the dark Digimon from Frontiers his like powers. So it's just like my association is that he's like super fucking strong and like an ancient warrior and like a good guy, but
sometimes
not here, I guess.
He has listened a bit too much to that one bit of my brother and me, and he's gone off the deep end. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, he's on riddles.com. He thinks Riddle Me Piss is the funniest joke he's ever heard.
Fuck. Oh, damn it. Riddle Me Piss. Batman. What if he was dressed as the Riddler?
Ooh. What if he had a big necktie on that was covered in question marks?
Yeah.
Maybe then people would understand the assignment. Like, you can say what you want about the Riddler, but at least it was clear what the rules were.
Yeah, he should be wearing like a big bowler hat that's green and has question marks, and then people would be like, oh yeah, riddles, right?
I want the meme of the does he know with, like, the newer Riddler, but replaced with Ancient Sphinxmon. Does he know?
I don't know that meme.
I'll show it to you later. It's stupid, but it's just like a thumbnail from a video. Yeah. So, I don't think he wants people to, like, get it right, though. He seems pretty intent on, like, turning
I think that's the element.
Stone.
I think that's why he uses the element of surprise. Because if I was just walking home and I tripped and an ancient Digimon showed up before me and it looked like it could rip me to pieces because it's like 12 times my size and it asks me a question, I'd also be like, what the fuck? He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, for sure. But, so, Ruli gets a call, actually, from her mother being like, I don't know where the fuck she is. She did not come home last night.
Mm-hmm.
So they go look for her. And Kyoshiro's like, oh, hell yeah.
Time to be a fucking loser anime nerd.
Yeah, fucking Kyoshiro loves to be on his detective bullshit. He's got a little notebook out, he's taking notes, he's looking for clues, and Jellymon's like, oh yeah, he's just imitating anime again.
It's so funny how his enthusiasm? I don't know where to put the emphasis on that word.
Yeah, enthusiasm.
You got it.
You got
disappears the moment he realizes it's spooky.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, this is not just a missing girl. That's not good.
Right.
Oh no, this mystery is spooky?
Oh no, there's ghosts.
He would not like to watch Scooby-Doo, I don't think.
Or, I don't know, does he like Scooby-Doo? Because
I think he would love watching Scooby-Doo.
Because they're not
always
actually...
turns out to be just a guy in the end.
At the end of every episode, he'd be like, oh, thank God it was a dude. And everyone else is...
He doesn't like the movies.
That's the whole... Oh no, the movie. Oh no.
He does... No, not the live action movies. He doesn't like the movies. He doesn't like the cartoon movies because they end up being real, like, monsters and stuff. Like Zombie Island and stuff. He's like, no, it's real. I hate it.
The live actions had real monsters as well. I remember distinctly there was a really weird movie where, like, entities took over people's bodies.
I'm sure that happened.
It sounds like a Scooby-Doo plot, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Yeah, before each episode of Scooby-Doo, Kyoshiro has to look up whether it's a real monster or not. He has to, like, fucking Wikipedia the ending.
Jellymon has to look it up because he doesn't want spoilers, but Jellymon always lies about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Jellymon! You said this wasn't gonna be a real monster.
How does he keep falling for this? Well, listener, he's an idiot. He's an idiot in love. Who can blame him?
So true. He like realizes it's like or they realize it's kind of fucked up because they see like an indent that like Kyoshiro trips into, and they're like, "Oh wow, what is this square indent?" And like we know it's like the stone tablet indent somehow.
Yeah, like cause there was a big heavy stone block that used to be a person there, so it left a little impression on the ground. So,
and then they found shoes. And Ruli's like, "Uh-oh, those are my friend's shoes. Oh no."
She would never leave her shoes behind, unlike other people who would leave their non-important shoes behind. Honestly, wouldn't be the weirdest thing I've seen at the side of a street, so.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sometimes people just do be leaving shoes on, like, the highway or whatever, and I'm like, okay, but why though?
Sometimes you say something so embarrassing, you gotta change your name, get rid of your old identity and your old shoes, and move to Ohio. That's the first state that came to mind, is that. Sorry.
No, that's a good one. But yeah, so like Hiro like gives the lowdown, like, yeah, this has happened before. It seems like people are disappearing and leaving their shoes behind. And then Kirishiro's like, oh, this is not a fun mystery. This is a bad mystery. We hate it, actually.
We hate it.
And specifically, he mentions... Yeah, specifically Hiro mentions that, like, you know, the rumors he's been seeing, like, say that it always happens around, like, places of culture, like museums and libraries and stuff. So, you know, they go looking around and they find, like, you know, even more, like, you know, indents and even more, like, shoes just, like, hidden in the bushes. So, yeah, it seems like this has happened a lot of times.
Yeah.
There's like so many shoes that they like freak out and run like to find the others because like they're like, there is too many shoes here. There are too many missing people. This is a problem.
It seems like this has happened a lot of times, and these kids are the first ones to investigate it. Although I don't know, maybe other people have investigated it and just got turned into stone blocks for their trouble.
Yeah, it also made me wonder, like, is this like a one-night thing? Does this collecting of people happen over one single night? And is that why there's so many shoes and no one investigating it?
Yeah, how many hours has Ancient Sphinx Mom spent in this Minecraft server?
He gets paid per block, not per hour. So he's grinding.
He's going real fast.
Yeah. Quantity over quality. His riddles are getting worse and worse.
They really are.
Hiro is just in time to hear a painter go like, "Whom the fuck are you?" Which is not the correct answer. So the painter gets turned into a stone slab. And then Hiro's shoes get super glued. And he gets a riddle. And Gamamon yells, "It's a Digimon." And Ancient Sphinxmon is like, "Wrong answer."
I'm like, dude, Gamamon was the one who answered wrong, but you're like, this counts.
Seems very unfair. The rules of this game are too vague.
He wants just humans to turn into stone. And, like, he talks about later, like, why, but, like, he's like, yep, that counts. And it's like, no, he wasn't even, like, Gamamon wasn't even answering. He was just saying, oh shit, a Digimon is here who's doing bad shit and has bad vibes.
Yeah, Ancient Sphinxmon is like the DM who's like, oh, the one on the left there's one on the left and one of them on the right, and one tells truth and one tells lies, and a player is like, oh wait, which one was on the left? And the GM was like, that's your one question.
I hate shit like that.
I hate DMs like that. Ooh, you said it. That counts as in character. No, I was just making a joke because the tension's so high.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it as a joke. Like, if you're like, I'm going to say a funny DM joke, like a dad joke or something, like, that's fine. But if you're, like, serious about it, it's like, fuck you.
No, it's like, I make jokes a lot. And then it's always like, oh, do you say that in character? Like, obviously not.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, my tragic backstory pirate wouldn't be cracking jokes about the fact that everyone's dying. But
Unless.
Yeah, sometimes you say the out of character jokes in character because it's funnier that way.
Yeah. Valid.
So true.
Ancient Sphinxmon would not appreciate that, though.
No, Ancient Sphinxmon seems like a dickhead DM.
Yeah, no, he'd definitely be like, no table talk, and we're just like, bro, we are literally just talking. We are having fun with, playing this game. Like, it doesn't have to be in character 100% of the time. Like,
we are gaming. Bro, we are gaming. We are having fun.
We're not making an immersive actual play over here. We're like fucking goofing. We're here to have fun.
I would hate to be in a tabletop game where you had to be in the game 100% of the time. My brain doesn't work like that.
It's one thing if you're like on a tight schedule, I guess, but like
even then, just spread it out over more sessions.
Yeah, exactly.
The goal of the game is to have fun. The real treasure is the friends we made along the way.
Right, like that's why we spent like too long talking about body pillows yesterday.
Oh, yep. I wish I was in your campaign so much. I would love to talk about body pillows. No, I take that back.
I would love to talk about body pillows. Elvier. 2003.
I haven't unironically looked up if I could find a non-horny body pillow, but I thought they were all ugly. So I'm gonna have, if I ever get one, it's gonna have to be a horny one.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Oh, it was very good. It was very good. Dan decided that one of the NPCs from the last game just now has a warehouse full of every body pillow you could imagine, which is an excellent decision.
Dan had a Galaxy Brain ID. Wow, that's great.
Including ones I couldn't find online. I was very sad because the character ended up getting Yamcha in a crater. And I'm like, this should be a body pillow. Why is it not?
Yeah, I got a Yamcha death pose body pillow.
Someone make that, please. One of our listeners needs to make that because I just want to see it.
So we gotta start a Patreon so we can get money so we can fund this ourselves.
Fuck.
Where were we in this story?
Speaking of death poses, Hero is in a death pose because he got it wrong, quote unquote, and is turning into stone.
Yeah.
Instead of a body pillow, he's being turned into stone, unfortunately.
Yeah, Kyoshiro is just in time to see this happen, and you'll never guess what happens to Kyoshiro.
Rockified.
Yeah, we don't even see it, happen. It just, he just asks, the Ancient Sphinxmon is just like, riddle, and then it cuts away, because we all know where this is fucking going.
Yeah, there's no way Kyoshiro would ever know the answer.
Kyoshiro's only answer is going to be screaming, even if he does know the answer.
Yeah, because I was like, there's a chance he would know the answer, but he would just scream.
Mm-hmm.
Unless the question is, what is the title of that anime? Kyoshiro would not know the answer. He's book smart.
Yeah.
True. That's why I thought Ruli might actually answer one of the riddles, because I was like, I feel like she would know of any of them. But no, and like it makes sense not to.
Really would be like, yeah, I picked up brain teasers as a hobby once.
Yeah.
He's had a lot of hobbies. You gotta branch out. She's now our last standing of the kid trio because the two boys turned out to be useless. And Ancient Sphinxmon is like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bring this pyramid to the human world so we can all see how great I am at Minecraft. And it's pretty impressive. You got to be honest. He clearly took a lot of humans.
Yeah, and like Jellymon and Gammamon are like fly over and like tell Ruli like everything that's happening. Oh, I think we forgot to say, but like Mummymon's there also.
Mummymon's there, yeah, correct.
Because like he is or maybe it's that they like went to talk to Mummymon at some point, but like at some point he joins their crew.
Yeah, they were like all Egyptian-based Digimon know each other, right?
In this case,
and
yes.
They do.
And he said, yes, you are correct.
Yeah, because, like, Jellymon and Gammamon are like, yeah, this fucker is, like, giving us riddles, he looks like a cat, and then Mummymon's like, oh shit, that's Ancient Sphinxmon, uh-oh, oh no, big problem.
Hey, if all the Egyptian-themed Digimon know each other, do you think that means Mummymon could give me Nefertimon's number?
Ooh, probably,
maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Worth a shot.
Yeah.
Ruli is checking out this pyramid on her certified one-man flight, Airdramon, and people are taking pictures of her.
Yeah, because she...
Not the brightest moment.
Fucking Ancient Sphinxmon just manifests his Minecraft server in reality. We see the big pyramid he's building just appears.
Yeah, he wants to show it off, like Elvir said, and then she flies around and like sees all the like clothes that are still stuck to the bricks, and she's like, "Oh shit, that's Hero's clothes." Oh no!
Also, the bricks are still talking. They're still being like, "Wow, I hate being a brick."
Oh yeah, because Gurumon's like, they're all yelling at us. This sucks. My big ears can't handle this. But yeah, she like someone tries to take a picture of her on Airdramon, and she like quickly goes to the digital world and is like, oh shit, oh fuck. No one must know that I'm here.
We're definitely seeing like a lot more like big scale stuff just like getting observed by just like bystanders. Yeah. I wonder if that's leading up to something.
Yeah,
or if
I wonder if this means anything.
Yeah. I wonder if that's leading up to something, or it will just be Monster of the Week disease where everyone forgets everything that happens a week later. I mean, either way works.
I guess at one point you're going to have a last episode, so I hope if they do like a closing, they might. I think it would be cool if they introduce Digimon to the world, just in general.
Yeah, maybe that's what it means to be a bridge between human and Digimon. Maybe that'll pay off in a certain way. Who knows?
Maybe. Or maybe they're a bridge literally because they're made out of bricks. But yeah, Ancient Sphinxmon starts going after Ruli because she's kind of like the only human left, but also like he only needs one more brick. Like, you know, he timed this out perfectly where he got enough bricks for the rest of the pyramid and he just needs one more for the tippy top. And
okay. I have a joke. Now I'm just thinking, what if Bokomon was like, these kids might be the bridge between, you know, humans and Digimon. Literally! And then drives up in a cement mixer.
That's so
What the fuck?
Anyway.
No! true.
There's a crack in the sky, and apparently someone called Pharaohmon is going to climb out of that, and we don't want that because he's one of them old-timey rulers with them old-timey mentality, and we would hate being under his rule.
Mm-hmm.
Much like I hate being under anyone's rule, to be honest.
Yeah, Mummymon out here saying, fuck fascists, we fucking stan.
So true.
Yeah.
I love seeing him with his gun and, like, him going wild and fighting, but he's,
I
on
forgot
the
about the
good side.
gun.
Yeah, his gun and his lab coat with, like, little fucking holes torn in the sleeves for his shoulder spikes.
Yeah, it's good.
He is fucking serving. He's serving something, I don't know what.
It's just very nice.
The move when he rips out his gun is amazing. Truly the best scene of
It
the
rules.
entire episode.
Hey, Mummymon kicks ass. He's a doctor, but...
No, I take that back. It's not the best scene. We're about to get the best scene.
True.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, it's nice, though, to see Mummymon kicking ass. Well, trying to, but unfortunately, Lamortmon and Mummymon and Esprimon and Jellymon, Gammon, they're all struggling. They're all struggling versus ancient Sphinxmon. Wow, that was hard for me to say. And it's just like going to be a problem. Like it seems like, oh no, Pharaohmon's gonna come through, and it seems like what they want to do is like make humans like subservient to Pharaohmon, and Sphinxmon, ancient Sphinxmon's like, humans are shit, they're absolute trash, their culture is unfinished, it sucks.
It's true, but he shouldn't say it.
Well, it's unfinished because we're still a pretty young species. Like, it's
He
a
would
good
not
thing that it's
say
unfinished.
that culture is unfinished if he saw how often I draw Kaya in booty shorts.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he only thinks this because he hasn't seen Haikyuu.
Yeah, exactly.
And now he never will.
That's the height of culture. God, I should rewatch IQ.
Yeah, so like, yeah, as he's, during the fight, he's like, sort of like, blocks are on the pyramid are like floating into place because like he needs to complete the pyramid before like he can finish ripping open this hole in space-time for ancient Sphinxmon to come through, and then he like kicks ass and the pyramid is almost completed, and he's talking about how he's going to turn Ruli into the capstone.
Yeah, and he beats up Lamortmon.
So when I skimmed through this episode, and they like showed a brief picture of what Pharaohmon would look like, I was like, is that Ngoromon's final evolution? And I was like, no, it's not. But he is yellow.
Yeah, they changed the vibe completely. It's very strange choice, but
No, it's not. I realized, oh, that's Pharaohmon, okay.
Yeah, but he is just like dissing on human culture, saying, how all of it is garbage for nerds. And then Lamortmon, he's gotten his ass kicked. He's like on the ground, but he gives an inspiring little speech about how like, no, like, even if it's not perfect, like the human world has so much to offer. And, he like goes off about all the things like, he's discovered and enjoyed in the human world, like tea and hot springs and nerdy books about guys with swords and piano playing.
And then, like, Ruli also goes over stuff that, like, she likes, and it's just very nice. And
yeah. And she ends with, I haven't found my perfect hobby yet, and someone needs to tell this kid that she never will.
Yeah.
That's her hobby. Her hobby is having all the hobbies.
Yeah, your hobby is having ADHD and never deciding on a single thing to, like, land on.
She's got ADHD and depression, because she also loses interest in it.
Yeah.
We love it. Stan Ruli.
There she be, so relatable.
So we see like a fucking silhouette of Pheromon in his little coffin, just like sort of like hovering at the edge of the portal, and then but they're like, nah, dude, and then Lemormon Lemormon Ultimate evolves.
He goes big mode, he goes mega mode.
He goes, I will protect Ruli and this world. It's like, oh, yeah, I get his priorities. I love his priorities. Ruli should be first place for him.
Yeah. You kind of gotta protect the world to protect Ruli, I guess. So I figure I'll do that too.
Yeah. It's how fortunate for us.
He already got the protect Ruli when he was Lemormon, so now he's like, I gotta protect the world now too. So I gotta go big mode.
Yeah, so we get Angoramon's ultimate evolution, Diarbitmon.
Yeah, I was not sure how to say that. Diarbit. Okay.
Diarbitmon. And he loses some fluff again, but he gains a cool coat.
Yeah, he has become less furry. He is definitely not like, going further down, in the direction of like Lemormon. He is not like a big buff werewolf anymore, but unfortunately he still is very hot. And he still is like a very cool aesthetic.
He looks a bit like a steampunk rabbit.
He does have kind of like a white military coat and like fucking cool like armored gauntlets and boots and like a fucking epaulette on one shoulder with like this incredible fur cape trailing off of it and like two fucking huge ass rapiers, which kicks ass.
I'm glad he kept his swords.
His face is a mask. He now has a rabbit mask, and he's one of them Digimon now who have human faces that we never get to see.
Yeah, he is extremely following like the sort of Sakuyamon template of like being like more humanoid in shape, but like wearing a mask of like the animal they're based on. So yeah, this is definitely got some Sakuyamon influence in there.
A mask of my own face, I'd wear that. A mask of my own face. I think who said, someone in our Discord was like, oh, Angoramon gets to be like 4 kinds of hot guy.
I think that was Spike.
And I was like, yeah, so true. he's if you like men, there's probably one of them you like.
If you like men, you should date Angoramon.
True, yeah, like
I can be your angel or your devil.
Yeah, and Goromon's evolution line got some type coverage. Like, there's bound to be one in there that you're into.
If someone tells you that they don't like Angoramon or any of his evolutions, they're lying. They're lying to you. They're just plain out lying. There's no way.
He kicks ass, though.
He kicks so much
He is
ass.
really fucking cool. He's like zooming around, like doing sick flips and sword moves. It kind of whips. So then like Ancient Sphinxmon is like trying to push him like into the portal to hell, but like, Diarbitmon sort of like parries and like
he
Ancient Sphinxmon's
Uno reverse
momentum. Yeah, exactly. He plays the reverse card in Uno. He's like, aha, you activated my trap card. And then Ancient Sphinxmon is the one who's going through the portal, and Diarbitmon like reaches a hand to try and pull him out of it, but nope, it's too late. He got portaled.
He got portaled, and
he got ejected from the Minecraft server.
To be honest, good riddance. He gets to play with blocks till eternity now, and I think that's gonna make him happy. Sure makes me happy.
Would it be funnier to say that he got sent to the Nether in Minecraft?
I don't know enough about Minecraft to make a joke.
I think you can go there through a portal. It's been a while since I played Minecraft.
All I know about Minecraft is that my friends used to have a computer that had to be on always for the Minecraft.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess that's how it's got to be if you're like hosting a server.
Oh, bummer. Yeah, it's like interesting that like it's like this dude who supposedly has power over death and destruction is put into the death realm. So it's like, is that just your home or are you dead? Mm-hmm. He seemed very surprised, and it's not good that he was put there.
He's like, oh, I didn't know this could happen.
Seems bad.
It's a riddle, and he gets to figure out the solution now for himself.
I think the implication is that he just got yeeted back to the digital world, and he probably couldn't return unless there was another portal for him.
Darbitmon does try to, like, grab him, but it's too late.
Yeah.
I thought it was that he got sent to the same place that oh god, I'm so bad at doing that in English. Pharaohman is being sent, or is stuck in.
Oh, maybe. I'm not sure.
Because otherwise there would be no reason for Angoramon to be so scared of falling into that hole.
I thought it was just the death world.
Like, the world of death. I figured as well that this is like not there, because he doesn't turn into data. I think this is sort of like a locked server. Gotta keep using server.
Okay.
A locked server where it's the Discord where you put the annoying people in so they can just talk to each other and not to anyone else.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's a little vague, and
it's
like,
very vague.
That makes me wonder if he'll come back.
You know what? We do see a little glimpse of like afterlife, and you know, in the episode where Kiyoshiro dies. So it's like,
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Maybe do digital world and human world have same afterlife? Who could say?
Who could say?
Digimon Ghost Game could say.
Do digital world have separate afterlife? Is that its own world? I don't know.
Interesting. That's kind of an interesting, like, philosophical question, too. Like, if you're a Digimon who dies, like, usually you just respawn as, like, a Digitama, but then it's like, what if you don't? Where do you go? It's the same as the human? I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's also, like, a question of, like, you know, does a reborn Digimon have the same soul that it used to? Is it like actual reincarnation, or just like data being recycled?
Right. And they kind of ask that question with the guy who is like gonna die, but he's like, oh, I'm gonna lose all my memories, and
yeah, they've touched upon the subject, but they haven't really gone into it all that deep, which I get because it's a kid's show, but also it's super interesting.
It is.
They should give us back a character that we know, that has been reborn. And then we can decide for ourselves if it's a completely different person or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the show title with ghost in the name. If we don't get some details about Digimon Afterlife here, where are we gonna get them?
Right. Ghost in the machine.
This is one of the episodes where everyone survives. They just gotta live with the horrifying knowledge of what it is to be a brick in a pyramid. A very specific knowledge, but I wouldn't want it.
No, me neither.
Seems bad. Yeah, so we get a little ending scene, you know, like Angoramon's looking at a picture that Ruli and Kaoru took at her recital. It's very cute. And then they have a cute little scene where, you know, Ruli is playing piano and Goramon is reading his book, and they're like, and Ruli's like, well, we saved the world. What should we do next? And then Goramon, you know, gives the line, play the sound in your heart with all your love. and you can enjoy in each and every day as whimsically as the wind blows. And it's like, oh, that's very cute. I love these two.
Yeah.
And then we get a new OP. Or ED, excuse me.
Yeah, it's interesting. We have not gotten a new OP at all. We've gotten a new ED a few times, so.
We've gotten, like, changes to the OP as we get new evolutions and stuff, but yeah.
Yeah.
Still, like, the same song and everything.
If it's good, it doesn't have to change.
It is good. It is pretty friggin' good.
That's the episode, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna love next week's episode.
Uh-oh.
It's very good.
Ooh, I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, I'll probably fucking do that, like, once we finish recording.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how we close off.
Yeah, do we want to jump straight to plugs? We're running a little long, so yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right. Wait, do we start with what we do or what the podcast does? My brain is...
Elvira, where can we find you?
Thank you. Sorry, my brain is running on empty right now. You can find me on Twitter or Tumblr. Twitter at Eriviru. Tumblr, mountrimkouten.com. That's pretty much it right now.
You can find me at Haunting the Morgue on Tumblr and Twitter. You can find me at Gengar on co-host. You can find me on my other podcasts, Forward 430, a Rate Zero Watch podcast, and the Sonic Shuffle, a random and holistic Sonic lore podcast. I think that's it, yeah.
Yeah, you can find me on a podcast called We Rate Queerbait. You can also find me on For Affinity doing artwork. That's with the username Space Robot. You can commission me on Discord if you know me there, or at spacerobotart@gmail.com. And if you want to hear me doing a different funny voice, if you liked my sounds on this episode, you should check out the upcoming audio drama that I'm in. And yeah, once details about that are available, I will immediately start yelling about it. So stay posted.
Yeah, I was like, what's it called? What's it called?
Yeah, I wish I could tell you.
I'm so curious. I'm really looking forward to finding out.
Yeah, but so this podcast is on Twitter at DigiGhostGaze. We're on Tumblr with digighostgaze.tumblr. or digimonghostgaze.tumblr.com. We got a Discord server where we're doing Tokusatsu Mondays. I'm doing art streams every Friday. This week I finally got back into it after weeks away because I did not have any vet appointments to go to. Finally, so
Girl's doing great.
yeah, she's doing fantastic. She is being a huge nuisance and begging me for attention every time she sees me.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, this week I drew my Sonic OC, M. Dabun, so that was fun. Good.
We got a lot of OC news this week. So come to our Discord to talk about your OCs and to read about other people's OCs.
Yeah.
That's fun as well.
Yeah. And also, like, fucking, I don't know, just tentative idea we have right now, but, like, once Ghost Game is finished, because it seems like we're probably in the last core right now, it seems like we're probably heading to an ending sometime soon. I did float the idea, apparently way back in episode 39, that we'd just do a podcast about OCs, and that might be a very fun thing to do after this one.
Yeah. I might be embarrassed to talk about my own, but that's fine.
I don't have any fleshed out, but that can be part of the process.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
listen, sometimes, you know, we don't necessarily, I'm thinking we can, like, we don't necessarily have to stick for one format for the podcast. We could be, you know, we could mix it up. We could do, like, you know, we could have episodes where we all just make up an OC to, like, go in a setting. Like, we could have episodes where we just, like, tell stories about our OCs and
that would be
like,
really fun.
Yeah, so I'm kind of, like, in the mode where I'm just having, like, ooh, bunch of ideas. Let's go. Let's float some stuff. Let's do pitching.
Maybe, like, doing the podcast will actually make me, like, motivated to write about them, too, which is fun.
We do love writing about our OCs.
Writing is hard sometimes.
Writing is
mental blocks and stuff. It's like a miracle that I've been writing about my fucking fellowship character, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about that in the future, I'm sure.
Yeah. So yeah, not like 100% that's what we're gonna do, but I just think it would be a fun idea, and I wanted to get it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this podcast, which we're recording right now, and not the future one about our OCs, is part of the noisespace.xyz network. You can go to noisespace.xyz and find all sorts of great shows. We're getting in new ones, you know, pretty frequently. My fucking cat just tried to jump up on the desk.
Oh no.
I think it's just cat activation time because Bob is on the move as well.
So go to noisespace.xyz and listen to yourself a dang show.
Listen up to a podcast.
Listen to a podcast. Have you ever thought of that before? Is this a novel idea to you?
Have you ever listened to a podcast before?
Listen to another.
Maybe you should try it. I don't know. Seems like it could be a fun time.
I think it sounds like something you might enjoy.
That's my recommendation for today. Listen to a podcast. Let's fucking end this, okay?
All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My brain is...
Until next time, all you poltergeist ghouls and non-boonaries.
Digimon is for the game.
Goodbye, darlings.
Bye.